All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day, man. By His mercies you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body. And two, we're naturally alive, man. I just want to go into something real quick because actually my brother came over yesterday, my actual brother. We was talking about this too, like, and also too, like, let's go out there showing that love and kindness to one another, man. And, a lot of times too, man, like, this is going to happen, like, but like, in your life, man. Because actually, yeah. Because me personally, like I always say, man, I don't think, to be honest, man, I can't remember if I ever had any haters, man. But it's a balanced thing, man. Because even in the world, they say, listen, even if you don't have haters, if you have haters, you do something right. If you're not, then you're wrong. I mean, I agree to that partially. I know what they mean by that. But sometimes the scriptures even say, like I think in Sirach says, bless those that if you fear the Lord and you don't have all that coming your way, man. But of course we know in totality you'll be hated for the Most High Yahshua's namesake and the gospel's sake. But and also too, we were just as a people, like, just because, like, just like the whole LeBron, this past summer with the NBA, the whole Bronny situation is just like the Most High Yahushua and us, man. Like, listen, these nations hate us because they hate the Father, so they take it out on the Son. Not really anything that we did, but that's just is what it is, because they hate the Most High Yahushua, man. So they're gonna take it out on his son, on his children, man. So but also too, man, like, and how these, like, and that always goes into hate, like, and this is the power of envy, man. Because honestly, like, because doesn't Wisdom of Solomon say through envy? Because let's just grab that real quick, man. Because I just want to get on this, because that's what we was talking about yesterday, man. Because honestly, man, like, let's grab this real quick, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2. That's how power envy is, man. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 23. It says before you this year, because it's just, we'll start at verse 2:23. It says, for Yahweh had created man to be immortal and made him in image of his own eternity. So yeah, that was a plan. And like through Yahushua, the second Adam, he's like, Lord willing, we do that again. We're going to do that again, like, it says verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came into the world, and they that take hold of it of his side do find it. So yeah, man, all that stuff is a say, man. And it says in the words that who can stand before it, man. So like, listen, and also too, man, here's not a like notion that a lot of times I learned in the Christian church and Christianity, like, I'm pretty sure your brothers and sisters did as well, man. Like, Satan wanted to be like the Most High. Listen, if you know who the Most High Yahshua is, Satan never wanted to be that gracious, long-suffering, and merciful, things of that nature. No, he never wanted to be that. But this envy is like the reverence that he wants, and actually the son of perdition, like, like in that time comes, that's what he's gonna want, man. Like, that's what that praise, that's what Satan really wants, like, and also to saying he's just like, he's not really that. This is what is him with Satan, man, to be honest. But yeah, man, it's just he's just a slanderer. He's just like it's the worst, like the Missouri Love Company type of person, man. This is like the worst. He just don't want to be around like that. But really he wanted the reverence and the worship, man. Because then he stepped to your house out like that. Like, that's what he wants. He never wanted to be like the Most High house. He never wanted to be, because, like, he never wanted to be Exodus 34:6, Numbers 14:18, Jeremiah 9:24. But and those things list who the Most High Yahshua is. But it says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that hold up. And they that hold it of his side do find it. Exactly, man. So those, like, if, like, and those, like, of that seed, man, like, of that serpent seed, or that, like, seed of Cain, that envy, Esau, like, that they had that, like, that malicious envy, things of that nature. And that's really is what it is with that. But also too, man, that's like, because one, here's the thing about that, because jealousy, that's just one thing. Jealousy is cruel. Jealousy is bad itself. But envy, you'll do anything to envy. An envious person will kill. Just like that whole talented Mr. Ripley thing. Like, because a lot of times too, a lot of times I was talking about this with the brother that sent me the first one in the class one time. Like, man, a lot of times too, most of those people that are jealous or even envious or so called all really haters are inverted fans, man. So, like, some of them they actually just don't like. Some of them it's a weird thing, man. They hate the fact they don't really like the fact that they like you, or you have qualities that you wish that they had. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. And there's a lot of power with that the envy, man. Because I was talking about my brother, because he was going through some right now. He recently had I ain't gonna go into that, man. But people at his job, man. Well, at his former job, yeah, man, because they saw how he just got happened to you in the word or out the word. Because outside the word, like, no, in the word, wisdom of Solomon too. That's all Yahushua, and also to any righteous person in this word, like, in this word, man. Any righteous forefathers or foremothers are, like, righteous people in the book. That's gonna happen too, man. Because when they see something, they're like they're different from everybody else, man. People were like, because a lot of times people are like, with the want to be like, want to be down, man. Want to be like part of the in crowd, man. That peer pressure, man. And it really doesn't matter what age range too, man. Because I see been in the workforce, man. It happens with adults, like high school 2.0. But yeah, man, that happens, man. Like like the brother sent me first one said, like I concur with this, man. I was telling him about this, like with my brother. I said, listen, like he said, man, my name is not Brandy Norwood, man. I do not want to be down with like none of y'all, man, on that type. If y'all want to be on that type of time, man, like I'm not trying to be like on that, man, because like and that's why for me personally, that's what my brother said, like, and even my mom and even my brother said, listen, you never had that because you always kind of like stayed low key, you stayed to yourself. I mean, I had people that I rock with, but it was probably few, but I did have people I rock with, but that's what it is. That's just me. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters was the same way, or different. A lot of y'all brothers and sisters had haters or people that damn were jealous of you or envious of you, man, because envy, you'll do anything, you'll kill that person, man, like eventually, because you want to be that person. Shoot, like the movie Talented Mr. Ripley, or shoot, even a few months ago I was watching Misery, man, because why the Kathy Bates did that in Misery, man, because she was like well, that's more into like yeah, that's part of it though. That's part of like fandom and like idolatry and being a fanatic, being an actual fandom, and also too envious because like she wanted to replace like the character. I forgot his name, the author in the movie, but that's neither here nor there. But going back to the point, man, that's just is what it is right there, man. I forgot what I was going to say, man, but yeah, that's just like really, because envious you'll do anything, you'll do anything, man. That's why you see Saul really was if you read my second time read First Samuel, Second Samuel, I was like, damn, Saul's really pressed about that. We're like, what's going on with him? But that's just is what it is too. But back to my brother, man, because at his job, man, people realized that he was different from everybody else, man. Like he wasn't on that same type of time like the nigga nonsense, man. Like because he's an artist, the way he dresses differently, his countenance, and he's very, and that's where that that self validation, like how I said, I find no honor amongst men, or like like having like Sirach says, having reverence for, don't let to reverence for other people cause you to fall, man. And like and even like Daniel 10 goes into, man, he's greatly, listen, like the brother sent me first one says, man, as long as the Most High Yahushua, like loves you and cares about you and likes you, that's all that matters at the end of the day. It could be nobody on earth that like likes you, or because you're not here to be liked, honestly, like so that's just is what it is. You're not here to be liked. I'm not here to be liked. And I more had to like starting to had to realize this, man. Like kind of more just get this ingrained, man, because that's still in me. But that's not like a godly mindset. Like, listen, it is what it is. Like, because all praise, honor, and reverence for man. Like, okay, what can I really do? Because don't get me twisted though. Like the Most High Yahushua had righteous people in this day, but they were like one, they were beloved by him and Yahushua, but also too they were like they had a good name amongst men. So but a lot of times too they just wasn't seeking it out, and a lot of times too when there were people or parties that were seeking it out, man, like they got it, but the Most High Yahushua didn't fool with them. So like it is what it is, man. So we see that with the Pharisees, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, but they say there was something different about them, because whenever you you march to beat on your own drum, man, people's gonna because people gonna do that, man, because they wish they could do it, man, and that's what it is, man. That's the most powerful things you could do, man. So it's especially like be yourself, man. That's is what it is, man. Like because Cause and that's just what it is, man. And a lot of times, especially in Philly, man. Cause a lot of times, man, it's the city's a bunch of clones, man. Don't you know? Especially like Jake in the street, man. Especially here in Philly, I should say, or any other place, man. Don't you know? A lot of times too, man. Those guys are really scared. Those guys are really scared to actually be themselves, man. Like, you know, they're scared of that, man. Because not half of them, they aren't really even like that, man. Even these women. I was thinking about this more. Even these women, like even our women, our sisters, our young, even like, you know, a lot of times like too, they all the whoredom, all the harlotry, or all them being hoes like that. Some of them women, like, you know, a lot of them are like that because, you know, it's the prophesied of the time we will be in. But a lot of them, they're not like that. But they're seeing that's the popular thing to be. Because a lot of them, but once you start talking to them, it's like, okay, you're actually not even like that. Or once you start getting to like know most of these brothers out here, like, you know, it's all right, you're not like that. So it's like, listen, just be yourself, man. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Like, you know, so that's is what it is. But that's where, like, you know, that envy, man, that jealousy and envy comes in, man. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is right there, man. That whole envy, man. Like you know, and like when people see, like, you know, you're different from them. Like, you know, actually, let's go look at this in Wisdom and Solomon 2 real quick. Let's go back to Wisdom Solomon 2. This happened if you war, how much more in the war and outside the word, man. It says, Wisdom Solomon 2 verse 15, it says, he is grievous unto us. Behold, his life is not like other men's. His ways is in another fashion. And a lot of times people get intimidated by that, man. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Because, like, you know, it's their own insecurities, own internal things, or they wish they could do that, be that way, when that's naturally who that person or it just is, man. That brother or sister is. They're just being themselves. Like, you know, because, yeah, even like, you know, the other day at the school I'm at now, like, you know, when a student said, like, you know, he said, man, you gotta work on, I think I told y'all this, you gotta work on your, he was high school, he was high, but, you know, he said, man, you gotta work on your, you know, your dress game, man, your drip game. I was looking at him, I was like, yeah, like, I looked at my coworker, he said, yo, he said, I gotta look at my dress game. I was like, but I was looking at him, I was like, man, I don't care about that, man. Listen, I like, you know, me, not only me, but, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters, like, I dress how I like to dress, man. Like, you know, I just do what I do, man. I'm not really into all that fashion and stuff like that. I just dress how I like to. I'm not trying to be in the in crowd, man. Even the other day, the week they was going into, like, you know, because they asked me, like, you know, do I listen to Rod Wave? I'm like, yeah, I mean, some of his music is cool. I don't listen to that most of that modern music now like that, but I was like, some of the songs I heard is cool, but they said, I was like, oh man, you had to shoot. I want you supposed to be like one of the guys. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, nigga, no, I don't. I want to be like one of y'all, like be accepted by y'all, nigga. No, I'm cool, man. Shoot, I listen to I listen to praise music. Shoot, I listen to X, DMX, The Locks, like, you know, Mobb Deep, like Scarface, Wu-Tang, like, you know, that stuff, or even R&B, like, you know, Teddy Pendergrass, Luther Vandross, or like, you know, Michael Jackson, stuff like all that types of stuff, like, you know, 80s, 90s, 70s soul, R&B, like all that stuff, or any types of music. Sometimes listen to like some grunge stuff, some all types of other music, man. Like, listen to anything, like, you know, rap, like Chino XL, Razzcast, and like, you know, all that stuff, man. But that's just like, I'm going to something else. But yeah, man, that's like what man, I'm not trying to do all that just to you know, what you call them, fit in with y'all, or like, no, I don't do that, man. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But let's get into it, though, man, because yeah, man. Cause that envy, though, man, that's envy will cost you your life, man. Seriously, you seen it in real life and like movies, TVs, like, you know, shoot, documentaries on people. Like, envy really can cost you your life, man. So we gonna go into this, man, because I was looking at Psalms 106 this morning, and we gonna go into this, man, because, like, you know, I think I remember the Brother Chronicles of Judah saying, you know, New York is the capital. I mean, is a height. You know, it's the capital of jealousy. And then he said in one video, and I was like, man, I think I commented, it was on one of his Chronicles of Judah to his Patreon channels. I was like, man, if that's the case, then Philadelphia is the capital of envy, man. I say that, man, honestly, man. So, cause listen, man, this is an envious place, man. I'm telling you, man, like, you know, and shoot. But let's get Psalms 106, man. 16, man. Psalms 106 and 16. It says, yeah, it says, listen, they envy, Psalms 106 and 16. They envy Moses also in the camp, and Aaron, the saint of the Lord. Yeah, exactly. So they envy Moses also in the camp, and Aaron, the saint of the Lord. So yeah, man, and that's it. And you can read about that in number 16, that whole account, and that's what it is, and see how that can. But you know what it is too. Let's grab this real quick, cause let's get this Proverbs 27 real quick, man. Right quick. Yeah, cause it said they envy Moses, man. And but you can't, like, we talked about this before, like, Joseph, I mean, it's probably high level of jealousy, like the brother sent me firstborn said, but, but in this text, it's written, like, here, especially in Acts, like, when, Joseph's brothers are the patriarchs, man, they envy Joseph, man, but, but that envy, like, who can stand before envy? Envy is a heavy spirit to repent from, but, as long as you repent with a contrite heart, man, like, the Most High House shall have mercy on you, for you stop destroying yourself in that fashion, yeah, you can be forgiven for that, man. Because envy, like, that's a heavy spirit to, get rid of, man. Even jealousy's bad, man. Jealousy's even bad, man. But Proverbs chapter 27, verse 4 says, "Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous." And it says, "But who can stand before envy?" I mean, who is able to stand before envy? Exactly, man. So, the verse Psalms 106 and 16 says, they envy Moses also in the camp, and Aaron the saint of the Lord. So yeah, and remember, even in that number 16, man, those was people of they had great names, man, but that still wasn't enough. That goes into that, like, where's that? Is it in Psalms 27? The eyes of men are never satisfied. Yeah, that goes into that, man. Yep. Let's grab this. Is that okay? That might not be it. Psalms 27. It might be in here. Might be the. Yep, exactly. Yep, good. Let's go. Proverbs. Just drop down 20. Hell and destruction are never full. So the eyes of men are never satisfied, because that wasn't good. Let's go to number 16 real quick, man, because this goes at envy, man. When people see your ways are just different than other people's ways, man, I know some people feel some type of way about it. Like, not that you're not really supposed to care, but yeah, man. But yeah, people, number 16, verse 1. This is now Korah, the son of Azar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, the sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses, and with the certain children of Israel, and 250 princes of assembly, famous in the congregation of Israel, men of renown. So these was men of renown. Also, too, I notice how I say they rose up before Moses, who could stand before envy. Of course, but that goes into, lesson that Isaiah 8 and 10, that Romans 8 and 31. When the Most High House is with you, who can be against you, man? And it's crazy. Wow. This is crazy, because this number 16. Let's go to John 16 real quick, man, because this goes to show you even people in the Word can do that, man. Because notice these was like believers. Well, not really, but these people were in the congregation. So I just noticed that connection with number 16 and John 16 is the same thing, man. Man, all praise to Most High House, man. Like, that's why they're masterminds, man. Because yeah, let's get this because this is kind of same situation. Because that's why, like, I always say, man, like, like shout out to brother Assembly Firstborn said, like, like, that's why, like, I'm rewatching or binge watching The Wire again, man. Because you know what it is too? It's the same spirits, the same agendas, actions, behaviors, with different people. It's like the Word, and the Word is like that, man. It's the same. It's different. It's the same spirits, and whether it's righteously or wickedly, but just different people, man. It's just like a big movie or a TV show, man. Like, it's the Most High House movie or TV show, man. It's the script, hence scriptures, man. It's the where you think that, like, all these Hollywood and, like, these the whole, like, the history of the the whole arts and things of that nature or theater, they got it from, man. It came from the word, man. The scriptures, man, it's all written, man. But John chapter 16 verse 1, these things I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. They shall come and put you out of synagogues. Yea, the time cometh, whosoever killeth, and you think he do it Yahweh's service. So yeah, so this is talking about people that believe, man. So this happened this is John 16, very similar to number 16, man. I was just thinking about reading it, but yeah, man. But going and notice how they say they rose up before Moses, who could stand before envy. But when the Most High Yahweh is with you, man, nobody could be against you, man. Like Isaiah 8 and 10, Romans 8 and 31, man. So that's is what it is, man. So, but notice how this shortened their life, because they couldn't see a promised land on that side during their time period and in the kingdom to come, man. So that's how it goes to show you how envy can shorten life, man. Seriously, like Fat Joe's second album, man. Jealous One's Envy, man. Jose, Jealous One's Envy, man. Seriously, man. Shoot, I might call that the video, man. Yeah, man. That's just that's what it is too. But yeah, man. And Jealousy's cool, and Jealousy's even bad, man. But yeah, man. Let's grab this. It's all right. 30, man. Let's grab that. Yeah, grab that. Cause yeah, it's shortening life, and it's shortening their life, man. Cause they couldn't see the promised land because of that, man. That's one thing, dude. You can't. Then we're gonna hit that James. They didn't see the promised land before that, man. On this side or the next. But let's grab Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 30, verse 24. It says, envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before time. So yeah, envy and wrath shorten life. Yeah, exactly. But it says, but carefulness bringeth age before the time. So yeah, man, envy and wrath, all that stuff, that shortens their life, and that shit you gotta counter that. Shoot, with Saul, with Esau, Cain, it is what it is, man. So, and like the brother Simeon verse 1 said, notice anybody that had those spirits or had a spirit of malicious, hated their brother, or hated, their kin hated their brother in their heart, or something nothing ever went well for them. So. Listen, I had that spirit come upon me of jealousy, living comparatively in jealousy, 2 years ago, man, while I was working with my homie, man, because I admit this, man, I had to pray it off me, I was it was kind of starting to get there. I'm like, oh my gosh, but because yeah, he had got promoted, and I was during the time that 2023 was a rough year for me, at least but the latter end went. Actually, no, yeah, no. 2023 was the latter end was okay, but once it hit by that winter time, that December, things started to turn around. But yeah, man. But that was a rough year for me, man. But yeah, I had to. It was that one day, man. I had to just pray it off. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, because I was living comparatively, and that's the thing too. Even they and get it, you're human. That's gonna happen, man. But that's a lot of times too. People go through things especially with the internet and the age now with social media, and it's not really the grass isn't always greener like we always say, man. On the other side, man, because David even felt like that in Psalm 73, man. But that's why actually let's grab Sirach 4 and 28 real quick, man. Yeah, Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. It says, not 28. It says, accept no persons against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall. So yeah, man, don't live comparatively, people, man. The Most High House as you doing has something for you, man. He has something for you in his time, man. He have faith in him and in Yahushua, man. Do and keep their instruction, the law, statutes, commandments, man. And be faithful, really righteously, man. And that's just is what it is, man. Work your work for times, like Sirach. The last verse of Sirach says 51:30, and in his time he'll give you the award, man. So yeah, man. But man, can't live comparatively, man. Like they always say, in the world and in life, man. Comparisons is a thief for joy, man. It is, man, because it is, because and joy isn't the one of joy, the fruits of the spirit, the fruits of the ruach, so that's just is what it is, man. And that's a perfect kind of, I like that, man. That's a perfect kind of thing, man, because comparison is a thievery of joy, man. And for thievery, man, like that's not over Yahushua. That's John 10. You'll be a thief and a robber if you're not following the way. And Yahushua never was on that type of time, because he was dealing with that, man, and all these other righteous people dealt with that, man. So yeah, man, that's just just it. This is what it is. Even people in the word, even outside the word, dealt with that, man. So yeah, man, but yeah, let's grab. Actually, like to my point earlier, man. Let's get this in Second Ezra 16, man. Because going to a point early, especially about the women, man. Because like a lot of times too, man. Yeah, exactly. It's the Second Ezra 16, real quick, man. Um, Yeah, exactly. Because 1649, because it's going to a point like about, because I'm not just talking about the natural woman with this, but this is going on a natural tip as well with this. Then we're gonna. It says Second Ezra 16 verse 49. It says, like as a whore envieth a right and honest virtuous woman. So, because what it is too. I think shout out to Elder Brother Judah Mack and Masharathi, man, because they said this a lot of times. To do you know how many women out here, especially these modern Western women, out here, we see it with the whole we see what's going on, man. The whole quote unquote man fear just in their every day, man. They shame and they ridicule actual women that want to do their role, what they were born to do. That they but what it is, but it's because a lot of times too, when some of them don't, some is just they just do that just to do that, because they want to do what they want to do, and they just even subconsciously, you might be that some of them they just do it just to do, or they subconsciously or subconsciously they actually do envy a woman that's been married a long time and have a family, and she does what she's submissive, and she listens to her husband, things of that nature. And the brother Judah Mack said, and Masharathi, man, it's just when you was younger in school, man. I know I did this a lot of times too. Cause when I was misbehaving, or I seen other students misbehaving, but I was using me because I was misbehaving a lot. And when you got left out of something, and you said, man, I don't care about that. I don't want no candy, stuff like that. But really low, or a popsicle, but really low key, you really do. But you're just saying that just to brush it off, to make it seem like you don't care, but you really do, because you see all the other ones with candies and popsicles, they happy, they're dancing around. Some of them might be just taunting you because you just, but hey, that's part of your it's not good to do that, but hey, that's part of your punishment, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're acting up, but and some of that dichotomy, when see most of these women talking about women that they call it one, the brother sent me first born says, what they usually call them, they call them pick-me's. It's but really genius, in order to get married you had to be picked. So what are you talking about? They call them pick-me's, they call them this and that. They shame. There's a lot of times just too, there's women that honestly, there's a lot of women that shame, that talk about women that actually do that, that actually are married, things in nature, or they just feel threatened. But it's because honestly, subconsciously, they envy. They actually wish they had that, but they know they never will due to their conduct and their one. It's really their pride and their ego. It's that pride, because they don't want to. It's they want it's that power struggle, man. Because they know, honestly, I was talking about this with my brother the other day, man. Because it's really, honestly, man, when you run across women that when they say they want oh, what happened to a real man, they want a traditional man, it's really all talk. They like the idea of it, but then but they don't want to lose that power. They because they realize that it being just about them, because they realize once they actually encounter a real man, which they probably have in their past, and they have probably with the course of how many men they're dealing with, they actually came across a few, but they realized, okay, wow, this man actually carries himself actually in a masculine fashion, actually a traditional man. But they realized, okay, it's not going to be about me anymore, because and that man's not going to tolerate that, because he has a standard. So so that's what. So once they realize it's not about them, that's when they that's when they start doing they talk on the internet and all this other nonsense and become hoes and do what they do. That's their business though, but that's usually what happens too. But Yeah, man. But yeah, that's just is what it's too. But also too, here's a side note, man, because and a lot of times too, this the whole that's what the whole red pill and MGTOW stuff like that. Even men had to realize in general, man, because like a lot of times too, these some of these women here, they're very like they get off on that. They get off on like talking things like they'll say things like they it's like a new hustle type of thing, man. Like like in the like a lot of times too, like somebody like a Michael Eric Dyson per se, man. Like he's like the Brother Chronicles of Judah says, like a poverty pimp a little bit, like kind of like that. They'll write a bunch of books and things of that nature, but never like really come with solutions. They'll just like they play off the problems of what's going on in our in our community, stuff like that. But also too, a lot of times these women, because you see a lot of these women talk about like that they get on like the modern women, Western women, and things of that nature, and how they carry themselves. They're like their ideologies, they're like what they adhere to. But a lot of times too, but it's a hustle for them, because like they see, oh my gosh, they see this woman's talking about what these women do wrong and stuff like that. But but realize like but they don't realize that that woman that's doing that, man, it's kind of like a hustle as well. Like not all women that do that, because some women actually feel that way and think that way. But but a lot of times too, like the Brother Chronicles Judah used to say, like one, a lot of times too, like okay, you saying all this stuff, but where's your husband? Why aren't you married? So a lot of times too, because they're actually the woman that they're talking about. They're no different from that. So like that's where the word goes in about proving people, and like this proving people. It's not just, and yeah, actually not praising people before you hear them speak, or before how you actually watch a movie, or before just seeing their life. Like that's just is what it is too, because a lot of cult of personality on the internet, because that's another hustle too, because a lot of times these women are getting to those kind of red pill and MGTOW spaces, like and I'm saying that for brothers, like whether you want in the word, out the word, to be mindful of that, man, because that's like just like Sam here, and a lot of women too, BB. That's the thing too. A lot of women had to be mindful of that too, man, because like because a lot of times these quote unquote like these Derek Jacksons, these quote unquote like simps and things of that nature, were actual real simps, not simps of how it's being used now. Like they talk about all this women stuff, but meanwhile they beating the crap out of they women, their significant other, they wives. So a lot of cultural person. My point being is that a lot of cultural personality stuff like that. Y'all just watch that stuff, man. But also too, like, listen to Message rather than Messenger. Sometimes Messenger is both really good, but they're from afar. That's why I just people from afar. That's here and there. I don't know how I got on that, but I just wanted to go into that because that's very important. Because a lot of times people just go on flights of fancies with certain things. It's like, okay, then certain things come out about certain people, and then people are like let down and things and that. But that goes into not putting above anybody what's written, man. That's what more importantly for we end the word, but even out the word, that's important. But yeah, man. But that's just is what it is with that. I forgot what I was gonna say, man. But yeah, man. But even on, let's read the second Esdras again, man. It says, like as a whore envieth a right, honest, virtuous woman. So yeah, even like Jeremiah 62, or even on spiritual tip, man. A lot of times too, people like it's the same thing. It's the same dynamic. It is the same dynamic with the actual natural harlot or natural whore with somebody like people that like the ungodly people that in the word that envy got people that were godly, people that were faithful. It's like one they didn't like it because okay, well I know doesn't the Most High how shall love me because you're wicked as hell. Like what you mean? Like this person like we seen that with Cain, like why, and even Genesis in with 31 with Jacob, and Laban's sons, they said like because like why is the Most High your house with him so much and not us? It's like one, you got to do some one. It's a different measures because listen, okay, the Most High your house is dealing with that man on a higher level. Shoot, I know there's a bunch of people in this earth right now that the Most High your house is dealing with on a higher level than me, and that's fine, man, because it doesn't matter because that like Sirach 40. Well, let's just get that in Sirach 40 real quick, man. Because, yeah, that doesn't matter. But also, too, secondly, it's like probably because you're wicked, that's how you're evil. That's how you're malicious, evil eye, contrary with him, just all that type of, you got a lot of other stuff going on. Of course, you just going to, you come in with that, like, take me as I am type of spirit. And no, that's not the and that's different from you just being yourself, like far your personality and then your character. Because a lot of times too, people would step to them most on your house shot that way. Too, I gotta check myself when I just take me as I am. No, man. Like no, listen. As far as your core, who you are, your personality, yeah. But as far as your character, no. Some of that stuff you gotta change. Like I'm not taking that. I'm not dealing with that. Kind of goes into what we just talk about, like all the time, man. So that's just is what it is with that, man. So, yeah, man, let's grab this Iraq 44, man, because, yeah, we kind of talk about stuff, and you can't handle me video, yeah, because that's how a lot of people step to the most on your house shot. Like you listen, like pretty much what you're saying is this take me for my unruly behavior and just accept it. Like, and one damn sure the most on your house shot, is not doing it. If a natural, if most is like if there's a bunch of like demographic of natural man not taking that, so what makes you think the most masculine, our heavenly Father, like his son is not doing that, man? So that's just is what it is. But let me get to Ecclesiastes chapter 44 and 8. It says, "There be one of them that left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported." So yeah, man. And verse 9, it says, there be some which have no memorial, who are perished, as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them. So yeah, man, doesn't matter, man. So like, listen, as long as you have a name, genealogy, heaven, like and earth, and the most on your house child, like deals with you, like on this side and the next. That's is what it is, man. It doesn't matter, like all that other stuff, man. So yeah, man, because that's just what it is, man. That's what, even what we read earlier in Sirach, like, don't let another man cause the reverence of another man cause you to fall. And that's how honestly Cain felt. But Cain was just, he hated his brother anyway. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Like, there's a lot of people naturally like that, man. They get mad, like, when somebody, like, here's the thing, even with modern men, too. Like, men have to realize this, man. Like, yeah, like I always say, man. I always say, listen, bro, I can't walk in the room with LeBron, like 50 Cent or Jay-Z or Floyd Mayweather on and like as far as like a business pitch, things of that nature, and expect them and the other organizations or companies or vendors or like or sponsorships to look at me, even look at me the same, especially if I'm just getting in the business world, things that nature are trying to do the deal as same as them. Because why? I didn't put the work into these men put, and that's what a lot of times too. Like a modern man had to realize, man. It's like, listen, no, man, you gotta work your way up to it. Like now, it's different if I've been in that long as they did, and they just choose them over me, even if I have a better idea, and that's different. Now it's still understandable because you're not as popular, but one, that where the kind of respect their persons comes into play, and they have people backing them, things in nature. But it's just on that type of tip, man. I can't walk in the room with those men and they expect them to like the other people, the other vendors, sponsorships, or like corporations, businesses to view me as them, view me as their equal when I'm not. I didn't put in the work that those men put in. So yeah, a lot of men do that too. Like shit just happen in the world all the time, man. It's like, listen, you didn't like what the hell should I say? Listen, take the backseat. If you be wait your turn, man. Like Joshua served under Moses, waited his time. David served under Saul, waited his time. Samuel under Eli, waited for his time. Elisha under Elijah, wait for his time. His time. The disciples under Yahushua, waited for their time. Your time's gonna come. You gotta put in the work in, man. Like and that's where we live in. Like well, I'm kind of drifting off to another point, but that's where we live in the world that everybody just has to be the guy. It's not good to be a good role player anymore, or stay in the streets, or like a good soldier anymore, or just the enforcer, or doing the dirty work. You got to be the guy. Everybody has to be the guy. It has to be about them, man. So that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, it's just envy, man. Because my brother, we talking about this yesterday, man. Like going through that, man. When your ways is contrary to other people's ways, when you're just different from everybody else, and yeah, it is what it is, man. Some will appreciate it, and some won't, man. So that's his ways. But as long as the Most High Yahshua loves you and likes you, hey, you have their validation. All that matters, man. But of course, it's naturally for me, like, you want, like, care about, like, of other people's, like, people around your loved ones, what they like, especially my brothers in the word, even outside the word, my loved ones and people, like, and also too, it's a balance, because you do want to have a good name, but but at the same time, like Jacob, let your righteousness speak like for you as well. At the same time, as like, that's a balance, man, because like you still, it's a nuanced balance thing, man. But yeah, man, that's just, it is what it is. I was gonna say something else, I forgot, but yeah, man. But also too, man, like, but you still be like, care, because there's a difference. Like, I think I told about this before. There's a difference between like saying I don't want, I'm not caring what people think. One, I don't care what people think. That's good. After, like, of course, as far as validation, things of that nature. Because actually, let's look at this in Proverbs real quick, man. Because that's gonna go as far as validation, no. But I'm gonna show you the dichotomy of it as well. Proverbs 29 and 25 in the good news. It says, it is dangerous to be concerned what others think of you, but it's safe to trust the Lord, and you are safe. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, man, like, he's that strong tower, and those that run to him will be safe. The Most High house shot. But also too, man. But also watch people that do this. I think we mentioned this before. I talked about this with my brother yesterday too, as well. Because on a natural tip, on basic standpoint, face value, saying I don't care, like, well, like, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think. That's actually good. That's actually, as far as validation, yeah, that's very true. 100% with it. No disagreement for me. That's the actual fact. But because we just read in the word, even outside the word. But watch people that say I don't care what people think, like, as far as just not being considerate of others. Because a lot of people would say that, like, they say, why do you care what people think? I don't care what people think, because most people like that, like, they just do that. I don't care what people think. It's more like, okay, I messed up, or I inconvenienced some other people. I don't care, like, and it's more. Notice how I was saying the same thing, like, but just in just in a different way, man. And consider, I was actually watching a clip earlier. Like, it was funny, but it was in New York, man. It was I think two Hispanic brothers came up to Jake to no, we'll say they Jake too, but probably, but they said what's up to him, man. They was kind of, see, that's the thing too. They was kind of trolling a little bit. They kind of should have known better, but they were saying what's up, like, what's up, and the brother was like, what's up, like, and then they said again. He said, "Yo, your what's up might be different from my what's up." But then again, they shook hands. It was all good. It was all love. It was a little harmless joke, harmless, like, well, not harmless prank, whatever. It was like that. But no, I bring that up because notice how I was saying the same thing but different type of way. Same thing as I don't care what people think, because you can hit the I don't care what people think as far as validation, which is nothing wrong. But there's other people that say I don't care what people think as far as just in consideration. I don't care. Like, I inconvenience those people. I don't care about how what my actions or, like, my words, how they affected them, like, impacted them at all, like, how they felt, or, like, inconvenience them, or not consider them, like, not empathetic at all, or, yeah, so unmerciful, like, malicious, all that type of stuff, man. So yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm sorry just for the rant and raving, but yeah, man, I was really want to talk about this, man. So anyway, so peace.